On New Year's Day, 1939, Jean Sibelius came out of retirement to conduct this performance of his own Andante Festival. A performance of such intensity that it has remained to this day in the memories of many who heard it. Sibelius was 73. He had not conducted a concert nor published any major work in 13 years. And this was to be his last public performance, although he lived for another 18 years until 1957, when he died at the age of 91. Why did he do it? And why a performance of such intensity? He had been invited to conduct a live, shortwave broadcast direct to the United States for the opening ceremony of the New York World Fair, an honor to which he wanted to respond. And it will have served also to remind him of his extraordinarily successful visit to the United States in 1914. He knew in addition that in 1935, a survey by the New York Philharmonic Society had shown his music to be more popular with their concertgoers than that of any other composer in history. To that, too, he wished to respond. But the intensity of his performance reflects also the darker side of his success. The realization that few composers in the history of Western music had ever received such recognition in their own lifetime brought a double dilemma. Caught between his increasing self-criticism and his growing awareness of what Finland and the world expected from him, the composer who had contributed more than anyone else to the idea of modern Finnish identity chose to remain silent for the last 30 years of his life. Constantly aware of his own silence, the very devotion that his music inspired forced him to retreat ever further from an endless stream of well-intentioned visitors and tourists. This, in turn, earned him a reputation for aloofness and haughty reserve that was totally unjustified, and being quite at odds with his true character, caused him further pain. After a silence of 30 years, Jean Sibelius died on the 20th of September 1957 and was buried in the grounds of Ainola, the home which he and his wife had built together and occupied for more than 53 years. So ended, in quiet isolation, a career that had begun nearly 60 years earlier in an almost unprecedented blaze of national glory and patriotic fervor.